have the standard impact turns and hope to win this debate. If you're a KF, your answers will be a little bit different. Number one is you want to control that same notion of politics like we talked about. Your app cannot be explained by capitalism alone. There are other explanations, racial analysis, gender analysis, etc. Give explanations about why your app can address other forms of domination as well. You want to defend that that form of intersectional approach is good because it gives a reason why a permutation is good. And we should look at it from different views all at the same time. Number two, and we're almost finished, answer every link because any link can be bad to you. So you can't drop links in a debate like this. When you're link turning, what you really want to do is prove that you're compatible with the alt, or that you also make moves against capitalism or the capitalist logic. Don't try to link turn just their original links. Also try to have link turns about why you would help a revolution. Number four, provide an ethics dissat to the alt that has coalitional politics as a net benefit. We can't just assume that the class revolutionaries will be enough to take down the capitalists. We have to have multiple sets of people from multiple backgrounds, or the revolution won't work. Which is also that dissat to the alt of it just won't solve without coalitions. And also be wary and leery of turning the alt with things like inevitability or transition wars or any of those things, because they either won't be compatible with your app or will ultimately be things that will be easy for them to get out of and not have to solve for. You should really deposit time into these parts of the strategy. Do you have any quick questions? Otherwise, I think we're done here. Yeah?
Can you explain number 4?
Yeah. Ethics dissat to the alt is simple. We cannot assume that we can defeat capitalism if we only have certain types of coalitions, quick coalitions of just class analysis, i.e. people who are just battling on wage laborers. There are a lot of people who are disenfranchised from the system based on their race, their sex, their gender orientation, their religious beliefs, any number of things. We have to be able to agree with all those differences in order to effectively challenge the hegemonic folks at the top of the status quo. So if the alt, which says we can't ever focus on gender or race or any of these types of analysis, you say that doesn't make any sense and makes it impossible for us to be compatible with each other, and thus makes it impossible for us to solve things like your alt. Does that make sense? Yeah. Any other quick questions? Otherwise, we're getting pounced on.
Back on, if you have like a policy app, what do you mean about the fundamentals of impact turning? Like, can you just explain it again?
Yeah, the fundamentals of impact turning are simple. You cannot just say impact turn capitalism great for the environment, capitalism does this, capitalism does that, and have set up scenarios. You need to answer the original 1NC impact or the 2NC impact or whatever it is. You have to read defense to their scenarios too. You can't just assume that your one-carded impact turns are going to be good enough. You need to have a very developed and nuanced one. There are a lot of strategies that will read like 6 impact turns of capitalism that are very spread out. By the time that the 2AR comes around, the best impact turns will have lots of cards on one of them that will answer their original claims as well. They have to be more developed than just one-carded, arguments like that. Answer their impact scenario as well as impact turning with a different scenario. Make sense?
Yeah.
Any other quick ones? Otherwise, we're going to have to go. Was this helpful? Informative?
Yeah. Thank you.
Awesome. Glad I could be of service to you. Have fun at your next lecture, folks.
Could I give you my email if you had any resources?
Absolutely. Go ahead and write it at the bottom of this.
I can give my email. So, can we discuss other types of things?
Do what?
You know, give you other types of case.
Do what?
Other types of case. I give you my email.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's kind of my